Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. The Foreign Minister Qureshi is joined by Foreign Minister Schallenberg for this joint press stakeout. The two ministers are just coming out from delegation level talks that covered the entire spectrum of bilateral relations and exchange of views on regional, beginning with Foreign Minister Qureshi.
Thank you. Foreign Minister, let me thank you for your visit. To me, this is a very valuable visit at a very critical juncture. And your coming to Pakistan at such a time means a lot. It means that you have a vision and you can see beyond. You can see beyond the emotional rhetoric, and I give you credit for that. I think you have set a trend and hopefully more will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had an excellent discussion on Austria-Pakistan bilateral relations. We've charted a way forward. We've seen what has happened in the past, the possibilities of trade and investment, the possibilities, and we've identified and highlighted areas where we can benefit from each other. We also had a very good discussion on the regional situation. I shared with the Foreign Minister my evaluation of the Afghan situation. I've also shared with the Foreign Minister my concerns about the humanitarian situation in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We've also had an exchange of views on the European situation, the Ukrainian situation. We've discussed that. The Foreign Minister has brought with him a delegation of Austrian businessmen. They'll be meeting their counterparts and they'll be having a meeting with the Commerce Minister. He is traveling to Lahore as well, and I'm happy to hear that, because getting out of Islamabad is the real Pakistan, and you've got to see the real Pakistan. So in Lahore, you will have an opportunity of interacting and meeting with people that is important. Beyond the officialdom, it is important. Because when we are talking about building relations and talking of people-to-people contacts, that is very important, that you reach out. So Foreign Minister, thank you. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a pleasant stay, and I hope you come back soon.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, the Minister, the colleague, for this very warm welcome in this beautiful city, beautiful country. And I told you at the beginning, the last time an Austrian Foreign Minister was here was exactly 15 years ago, March 2007. And then young me, I was part of the delegation as a spokesperson of the then Foreign Minister. And
you have a future.
And I'm glad to be back. And yes, we do, and the discussion really proved, and sorry for being late, it proves that we had so many things, and we had to basically interrupt our discussion and say we're continuing them over lunch, because there's so many topics we need to discuss, reaching from the regional situation, the local situation, to the global situation with the war in Europe that is raging again. But let me start by extending my heartfelt condolences to the victims, to the families of the victims of this horrific attack in Peshawar. This is again a topic where Pakistan and Austria stand side by side in the fight against international terrorism and extremism. And having said so, I know that we met last September. We talked at the time Afghanistan was very much in the focus of attention. And I think we have to watch out not to lose focus. I know that international attention, media, social media tend to have only one subject at a time. But let's not forget that there are many crisis areas and many things and developments we have to have a very close watch over, and Afghanistan is one of them. And I want to thank Pakistan for the very valuable help they have extended to us when we had to evacuate our citizens and other people who had the right to come to Austria from Afghanistan during the crisis last year. And yes, we do have a common approach. We want security and stability in Afghanistan. We are facing a situation where Europe is at war again. And Filippo Grandi of the UNHCR said that probably this is the biggest migration movement the world has seen since the Second World War. We might be facing up to 10 million people leaving the war zone in Ukraine. And no, we don't want other migration flows to add to this. And yes, we want to work on the Taliban, that we have a situation there where the people see at least some sort of perspective within the country. And the neighboring region are very important there. And also, if I may say, and I'm very thankful for that, Islamic countries as such. The OIC, where Pakistan is going to host again a conference, and is a very active part, I believe they have a very important role to play as examples for the Taliban in Afghanistan. And as you said, I'm here with up to nearly 20 people representing business in Austria, including the Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce. What we're seeing now in Europe is an earthquake, and tectonic plates are moving. And this will be a very heavy price, especially for Austria economically. But at the same time, we have to look for new markets too. And I believe Pakistan, South Asia there might be possibilities. And yes, the EU is the most important trading partner. Hydrogen power, tourism, infrastructure, green technology. In all of these areas, Austrian companies are world leaders. And they're looking into the possibilities to extend our business ties. And I believe that is very important to us, because what we're experiencing, the shock waves of what we're experiencing, the war, the attack of Russia on Ukraine, this shock wave will be felt around the globe. This is not a European war. And I believe that we all have to be aware that what is happening there is a blatant attack on the international rules-based order we have built up together after the Second World War and after the fall of the Iron Curtain. And we have to watch out that the new world order, which might be developing, that it is still a rules-based order. The world will be more confrontational, and I believe no country can be indifferent to that. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. I'm looking forward to continuing our discussion over lunch.